Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless the Quiz, where the more obscure your knowledge, the better your chances of winning. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Paul. This is my wife, Helen, and we're both from Malpas in Cheshire.
Couple number two.
Hello, my name is Alexandra. This is my sign name, Alexandra. This is my friend Benjamin. We're from London.
Couple number three.
My name's Emma. Most people call me Em. This is my husband, Teo, and we're from Wallasey Island near Rochford in Essex.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Maggie. This is my son, Sam, and we're from Chertsey in Surrey.
And there are two more people to introduce to you. They are Emma and Laura, our British Sign Language interpreters in the studio today. And this is today's gang. Thank you very much, all of you. Very, very, very warm welcome to Pointless. It's terrific to have you all here. There's only one more person left for me to introduce. He did a degree in engineering at Cambridge and then became a stand-up comedian. So if his set ever did fall flat, he'd know it was an issue with the foundations. It's my Pointless friend. It is Phil Wang. Hang with the Wang.
Hang with the Wang. That's right. Say what you like about my jokes, Alexander. They're very well structured.
That's just terrific, yes.
They leave people beaming.
Yeah, that's lovely, yes.
Yeah. You can tell how proud my parents are.
Yeah. At what stage did you have to confess to them that actually comedy was taking you and not structural engineering?
Oh, probably halfway throughout the degree.
You were really before the degree was...
The degree. But I finished it off, you know, couldn't leave it hanging. It's bad engineering to leave anything hanging. So I finished the degree.
You see, I mean, there's so much comedy in engineering. Who knew?
Really untapped potential, the engineering community. Yeah.
There we are. Superb. Well, thank you very much indeed, Phil. It's lovely to have you here. Oh, interesting news. I mean, lovely news, but interesting news. Colin and Ruth got through to the final last time, and they won that staggering great big jackpot. Well done them. It was a brilliant final round. So today's jackpot starts off back at £1,000. It'll grow very soon. If everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Never forget, at the end of each round, we will eliminate the pair with the highest score. So keep your scores as low as you possibly can. And that will never be you. Best of luck to everybody. Our first category this afternoon is the alphabet. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns 5-letter words with their letters in reverse alphabetical order, Phil.
Yes, on each board there will be 7 definitions of 5-letter words. All of the answers have their letters in reverse alphabetical order. For example, Zumba would be a possible answer because its letters are in reverse alphabetical order. We'll also give you the first letter of the answer we're looking for. Good luck.
OK, so here is our first board of clues. Here they come, 7 of them. Description of matter that is not liquid or gaseous, S. Not correct. W. Supernatural being in Scandinavian folklore, often said to live in caves, T. A lively dance for couples, originally from Bohemia and popular in the 19th century, P. A small, light rowing boat or sailing boat, usually small enough for only one person, S. Country in the southwestern Pacific Ocean, with its capital at Nuku'alofa, T. And anthropomorphic blue hedgehog that first appeared as a character in a video game in 1991, S. There we are. Helen, welcome to Pointless.
Thank you.
How terrific it is to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm recently retired, decided to pack up work early and used to work in a primary school in the office, and we have escaped to the country and moved to Cheshire.
But this is fabulous. Where were you before?
We were in South East London.
Was there anything particular that took you to Cheshire?
Well, Paul got a job in Knutsford. So they said to me I only needed to go up once a week, but then we decided just to pack up and go.
It's very posh in Knutsford.
It is.
Let's be in no doubt about that. Oh, that's fun. Oh, haven't you moved in elevated circles? Helen, what are you going to go for on our board here?
OK, so I think a lively dance for couples. My grandparents used to do it all the time. The polka.
The polka. There we are. Let's see how many of our 100 said polka. Polka is right. There we are, down to 20. This is terrific. What a great start to the round, Helen.
Well done, Helen. Polka. The satirical singer Weird Al Yankovic has released multiple polka medleys where he sings pop songs to a polka beat. Names of these include Now That's What I Call Polka and Poker Face. I mean, it was just waiting there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's a genius. He's a genius.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed, Phil. Alexandra, welcome back to Pointless. It's lovely to have you back with us.
Thank you.
The only sadness is this is your third show.
Whoa. Hopefully no flags in this show.
No, there'll be no flags. This is your last chance to tell us more about yourself, Alexandra.
Yeah, I love getting outside, being outdoors. Because I grew up in Australia, it's so beautiful. It's sunny in the morning. It's sunny in the afternoon. In England, it's sunny in the morning. You have to get outside really quick because 30 minutes later, it's gone. In my time here, as soon as the sun's out, I'm out the door. I get to relax, listen to some music, and take a breath.
But you see, it keeps you on your toes here, doesn't it?
No. Oh, surprise! Great.
Now then, Alexandra, our board here, what would you like to go for? Can you answer these clues?
Well, the last show is it's a risk. Oh no, I don't want to take a risk. I take it back. It's too scary. Let's go for a safe one. I'm going to go for the third option. Troll.
Troll. OK, troll, says Alexandra. Let's see how many of our 100 people said troll for that third one. Troll is right. Down he goes to 37. Very well done indeed. This is a great score.
Yeah, in Norway in 1276, it was illegal to have any contact with trolls or to wake them up.
Really?
Yeah.
When did that law get repealed?
It doesn't say.
Maybe it hasn't.
I have to imagine it's still in place now.
I think that's probably very wise.
Yeah. You can't be too safe around trolls.
No, you can't be. Well said, Phil. Now, Theo, welcome back.
Thank you.
It is also your third show.
It is.
Yes, your last chance to tell us about yourself. We've heard about your scuba diving past.
I like my whiskey, so a couple of
do you?
years ago we were close to the Jack Daniels distillery. Wanted to buy a nice bottle and was told, you can't. This is a dry county.
Really?
Yes.
What, so where they have the distillery is
Yes.
a dry county?
Yes.
Wow. They must have very high fences around that with barbed wire at every turn.
You have to drive like 20 miles and then you can buy it in one of the liquor shops.
I didn't even know they had dry counties, especially in Tennessee.
Neither did
Anyway,
I.
Theo, what are you going to go for on our board here?
I'm going to go for Tonga, the country in southwestern
Country in
Pacific
southwestern
Ocean.
Pacific Ocean, Tonga. Shall we see how many of our 100 said that? Tonga is right. 37 is our high score. 20 is our low score. You pass the high score, you pass the low score. Down it goes to 11. Yes, this is Theo and M, classic Theo and M form.
Yeah, excellent answer, Theo. Tonga. Along the coastline of Tonga's main island, there are blowholes called chief's whistles. On a windy day, it's possible to see hundreds blow into the sky at once. A blowhole?
I guess what, where
Just like-
waves come in and they go...
Well, I'm not entirely sure. What is a blowhole?
Well, I think it's, well, I've seen it on top of the whale. We know what that is. But I think it's by the coast. If there's just a rock formation where there's a hole and a massive wave comes in, it all goes, it spouts out the top. I think that's what it is.
Oh, right.
I
Yeah, well,
think
I defer
might.
to your diving expertise here.
Oh, hang on, you were deferring to Theo. You weren't deferring to me. That way, he knows. I was making it up.
Yeah, I mean, Theo's description there was really spot on. So thanks,
OK,
Theo.
there we are. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, welcome, Maggie.
Hi.
Wonderful to have you with us, Maggie. Welcome
Thank
to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself.
Oh, my goodness. I live in Chertsey in Surrey.
Yes.
Chertsey's one of those places that no one's ever heard of, but everyone's been there.
Oh, no, it's the opposite
You've
for me.
been.
I've heard of it, just never been there.
Oh, you've never been?
Never been there
Oh,
to
the other way
Chertsey.
round.
Describe it for us. Paint a picture.
Well, we have one of the big theme parks in Chertsey.
OK.
And everyone has been to the theme park.
Apart from
But
me.
if you ask them if they've been to Chertsey, they say,
No.
never heard of it. I don't know how they got there,
Wow.
if they didn't know where it was.
I wonder. Maybe they get a special roller coaster express from somewhere else.
I don't know.
That would be a terrific way to travel.
It would.
A roller coaster commute
Yeah, full of up and downs.
That wouldn't get boring.
Yeah, not at all. Very exciting.
Ever.
Yes.
Maggie, you're the last person to have this board. Would you like to talk us through it and fill in the blanks?
OK, description of matter is solid, not correct. Probably most of my answers will be wrong. A small light rowing boat, I don't know, so I would think that's a skull. I'm going to go for the bottom one because I'm hoping that my age is a helping hand here. The blue hedgehog is Sonic.
Sonic, says Maggie. Shall we see how many of our 100 said Sonic for the hedgehog? Very much is Sonic.
Oh, right. Oh.
Oh, 74. 74 for Sonic.
Yeah, well done. Sonic was originally going to be a rabbit that could fight with its ears. I think Hedgehog
Sonic the
works better.
Hedgehog is a much better rhythmic
Absolutely,
name.
Sonic the Rabbit.
Sonic the Rabbit, no.
Makes more
No.
sense, I guess, Sonic sound, ears,
Exactly,
but...
no.
No. Well, you were right about a lot of the board there, Maggie. Yep, solid. At the top was actually a slightly better answer at 66. Wrong. Correct. It was wrong. Would have scored you 81.
Now, this boat, I mean, obviously, it can't be skull because they're not, the letters aren't in the right order.
It's skiff. Skiff, which would have scored you 6, the best answer
That's
on the
a
board.
great answer. There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Phil. We are halfway through the round, so let's have a little recap of those scores. 11, the best score of the past, Teo and Em in their customary position. Then we travel from there to 20, where we find Helen and Paul. From there to 37, where we find Alexandra and Benjamin. And from there, we travel up to 74, Maggie and Sam. That's a high score. However, Sam, new board, you're going to have to find the skiff on the new board. So, yes, don't be tempted to go for something too easy. That's what I'm saying. Best of luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now with the second players. Please step up to the podium. OK, shall we put 7 more clues up on the board to 5-letter words that are in reverse alphabetical order in terms of their lettering? So, we have a medicine that invigorates or strengthens. Tea, an eating utensil consisting of a small, shallow bowl with a handle. S. A bar that connects the hub of a wheel to the rim. S. City in Saudi Arabia that is the location of the Kaaba, the holiest shrine in Islam. M. A mischievous spirit in Irish folklore. P. The rate at which something moves. S. And town on the Ayrshire coast, which hosted golf's Open Championship in 2016. T. There we are. Sam, welcome to Pointless.
Hi.
Great to have you with us. Tell us all about yourself, Sam.
I originally grew up in Chertsey in Surrey with my mum, but I've now moved to West London, where I teach at a secondary school as an English teacher.
English. And when you're not teaching, what thrills you?
My original degree was in creative writing, so I like to write in my spare time and as a sort of a passion project alongside my teaching. I'm currently working on a novel as well, which I'm hoping to one day get published.
Good for you. Good luck with that, Sam. Now, 74, you are the high scorers, so we need a low score from you. What are you going to go for?
That's a very good question. I'm going to take a punt at the city in Saudi Arabia is Mecca.
Mecca. Mecca, says Sam. No red line for you as you are the high scorers, but let's see how many of our 100 said Mecca. Mecca is right. Not bad. 42, taking your total up to 116.
Yeah, about 2 million people make the pilgrimage to Mecca every year to visit the Kaaba. A lot of people.
A lot of people. A lot of people. Thank you very much indeed, Phil. Now then, Em, welcome back to Pointless.
Thank
you. Terrific to have you with us a third time. This is the time. It's got to count. Tell us more about yourself, Em.
I'm going to go a bit left field on a story. I'm a massive fan of Mel Brooks, and I was really fortunate to meet him many years ago at a premiere of one of his films in London.
Which
And
film was
he's,
that?
Life Stinks.
Right.
And he's just a fantastic man. But I happen to know lots of lines, entire scripts of his films. So when I spoke with him, he goes, "You're nuts, you're crazy. I don't even know the scripts to my own films. How can you do that?" And I was like, yeah, well, it's...
You were hoping that he'd feed you a line and
Yeah,
you'd
and I
give him
could do the back
See,
and
that's
have a
the thing.
banter and...
People who write comedy write it and then forget all about it. They might learn the bits they have to do.
just thought I was completely
and
weird.
stoink. That's hilarious. There we are. Listen, now you are through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score here, you'll not overtake the high score of Sam and Maggie. So that's a bit of a free pass. What would you like
Thank
to
you.
go
That
for?
takes the pressure off a bit. I know a few of these. I'm going to play it a little bit where I know stuff. So I'm going to go that the town on the Ayrshire coast is Troon.
Troon. There is no red line for you because you're already through. Let's see where we end up with Troon. Troon is right. Down it goes to 15. Very well done indeed, taking your total up to 26.
Yep, Troon, from the Celtic word that means headland or point. Troon's Golf Club was founded in 1878. Old for a
Yes,
club.
an old club.
Long time to be playing golf.
Long time.
Long game,
there.
very long game.
On the fairway. Thank you very much indeed, Benjamin. Welcome back to Pointless. Great to have you here. Now then, tell us more about yourself, Benjamin.
Well, I've always said I really love travelling. I love travelling the world. I've been to lots and lots of different places, but really, I like to stay at home, go to one place, go to another. So really, when I say travelling, what I mean is that I like going on holiday.
So there's no backpack involved in this?
No. It's a weenie suitcase. I like my luxury.
I very much like the same sort of travel as you, Benjamin. Yeah, absolutely right. Now, listen, you are on 37. If you can score 78 or less, you are into the next round.
OK. Well, just to let you know, I've never really done this where I've gone on a bike travelling. However, the bike question spoke.
Spoke, says Benjamin. You get a red line. Here's your red line.
I don't know if it's right, but...
Listen, I think it's 5 letters. I think they're all in reverse alphabetical order. Sounds good to me. Let's find out. Is it right? What do the 100 think? Spoke is right. Spoke gets you into round 2.
Yay!
26. Very well done indeed, taking your total up to 63.
Yeah, the world's largest observation wheel, the Dubai Eye, has over 190 spokes, each made of wires at 9 millimeters thick. I guess London Eye's probably got spokes as well. But
I suppose it probably has. You don't think of them. They should have just called it the Dubai, shouldn't they? That was surely.
Course.
What were they doing?
Really missed out there.
They just were sleeping on the job that day. The Dubai.
The Dubai, of course. So close.
Do we have to do all the work around here? Thank you very much indeed. Now, Paul, welcome to Pointless. It's great to have you. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm an IT project manager, work for a UK bank in the Knutsford area in Cheshire. So we recently moved up there. We were previously based in the southeast and we've relocated. So we're now in a little town called Malpas.
That's really lovely. And are you adjusting well to the slower pace of life?
Certainly are.
Very nice. OK, now you are on 20, 95 or less.
95.
Gets you into round 2. Would you like to talk us through the board?
I think the top one is a tonic. The eating utensil will be a spoon. The Irish folklore is escaping me. And the rate at which something moves is speed. I'm a big gin fan, so I'll go with tonic.
Big gin fan. I mean, why would you not go with tonic? Now, here is your red line. Lovely and high. Let's see what happens when we say tonic. Tonic's right. Look at that. Through you go. And down and down and down. It goes to 23, taking your total up to 43. Very well done.
Well done, Paul. Yeah, tonic water dates back to the 1800s, and it's thought to have combated malaria because it's got quinine in it. And gin and tonic was a way of making tonic water more palatable. The British out in India, they needed their quinine. Wasn't very nice on its own. Yeah.
Let's chuck some gin in it and some lemon. And I wonder how much they had to drink before they thought, this is all right. This is quite nice. We should have this every lunchtime. Marvellous.
And of the ones Paul knew, that was the best answer, so well done, Paul. You took us through the board quite well. Spoon would have got you 74, and speed would have got you 81, the highest score on the board. This one I thought I had, but I don't. Do you want to hazard a guess, Xander?
No, I don't.
Because I thought it was Pixie, but it's Puka. Would have been a pointless answer. Puka.
Never heard of a puka.
Yeah, look out for that puka.
Yeah, look out for the puka. Thank you very much. Red hot puka. Well, we are at the end of our first round. It is time to say goodbye, therefore, to one of our couples. I'm afraid Sam and Maggie, you are our high-scoring pair. It's been lovely having you on. We will have you on the show next time. Sam and Maggie, we're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
For the remaining 3 pairs, though, it's now time for round 2. Very well done, everybody. 3 pairs remain, and here we are in round 2. Teo, you were our lowest individual scorer in that last round, so hats off to you. Teo and Em, once again, our lowest combined scorers. Very well done over there, but best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is TV comedy. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK. And the question concerns actors in TV sitcoms. Phil.
Yes, in a moment we're going to show you a list of 6 TV sitcoms. We're looking for any actor who is credited as appearing in 2 or more episodes of one of these sitcoms. And this is according to imdb.com up to the end of July 2023.
Thank you very much indeed. So, as Phil has just mentioned, we're going to put 6 sitcoms up on the board, and here they are. There we are. Man Like Mobeen, Not Going Out, Stathlet's Flats, The Good Life, The Royal Family, The Young Ones. And we are looking for any actor who has appeared in 2 or more episodes of any of these sitcoms. OK, so Benjamin, we come to you
Okay,
first.
sorry.
What are we thinking, Benjamin?
Well, I think Man Like Mobeen. And I'm going to say Guz Khan.
Guz Khan. Shall we see
Hopefully.
if Guz Khan is right? Guz Khan is right. Down goes Guz. That's a great answer. Down he goes to 8. Very well done indeed. What a start to the round. Brilliant.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, well done. Guz Khan co-created and wrote the series, Man Like Mobeen, and he plays Mobeen from Small Heath, Birmingham, trying to escape his past life of crime.
Thank you very much indeed, Phil. Now then, Helen.
OK, I know them, but the actors' names, so I'm going to have to go with the young ones, and I'm going to have to go with Alexis Sale.
Alexis Sale, says Helen. Shall we see how many of our 100 said Alexis Sale? Alexis Sale is right. Oh, look at that, down to 1. Very well done indeed, Helen. That's a great answer.
Yeah, well done. Alexis Sale plays a number of characters in The Young Ones, notably members of the Belovsky family, including violent landlord Mr. Belovsky.
Thank you very much indeed, Phil. Now then, Teo, who are you going to nominate?
Well, as I didn't grow up in the United Kingdom, Penelope Keith, The Good Life.
OK, Penelope Keith, says Teo. Should we see how many of our 100 people said Penelope Keith? Penelope Keith is right. Down to 21. 21 from Penelope Keith, not bad.
Really good. Penelope Keith played the snobbish neighbour and social climber Margot Ledbetter in all 30 episodes of The Good Life. Well done.
Thank you very much indeed, Phil. Well, we are halfway through the round. Let's have a quick recap of those scores. 1, the best score of the past. Very well done indeed. Helen and Paul looking pretty good. Up to 8, where we find Benjamin and Alexandra. And then from there to 21, where we find Teo and Em. So you are a little bit ahead. But Em, we've got you next, renowned for your low scores. So we're keeping everything crossed that you'll be able to level things up. So good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, so Em, there you are on 21, our high scorers. Can you find a lovely low-scoring answer from one of these?
I think it's extremely unlikely it's going to be very low because I've not watched comedy for really a long time, and it's not an area that I know much about. So I'm going to go in the young ones bracket as well because I'm old enough to at least remember having watched it the first time round, and say Nigel Planer.
Nigel Planer says, no red line for you as you're currently the high scorers. How many of our 100 said Nigel Planer? Nigel Planer is right.
A lot.
Takes you down to 11. Not bad at all. Taking your total up to 32.
Yes, he played the gloomy hippie Neil, looked down on by the other members sharing the house. He does all the cooking and all the complaining.
Thank you very much indeed, Phil. Now, Paul, you're on 1. 30 or less gets you into the next round.
OK, I'm a big fan of the royal family, so I'll go for that one, please. I'll go for Ralph Little.
Ralph Little, says Paul. Here is your red line. Let's see how many of the 100 said Ralph Little. Ralph Little is right. Gets you into the head-to-head, and down to get to 13. Very well done. 14 your total.
Yes, Ralph Little played Anthony Royal, the youngest child in the royal family. I've not seen these classics, you know.
You've not seen it?
I've not seen The Young Ones, not seen The Royal Family, not seen The Good Life. I've seen the others.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've not seen The Good Life, actually. Not seen that. But, oh, you're in for a real treat.
I need to catch up.
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah,
you need to catch
for
up
sure.
with those. Now, Alexandra, you are on a score of 8, so 23 or less gets you into the head-to-head.
Oh, I grew up in Australia. So I look at the board and I think, oh, there's only one answer that I feel I really know. Not going out? Limac.
You're going to say Limac for not going out. OK, here is your red line.
I hope, anyway.
Here's your red line. Let's see where we end up with Limac.
Okay.
Limac is right. 46 for Limac. Taking your total up to 54.
Yeah, but well done, Alexandra, considering, you grew up in Australia. There are 13 series of Not Going Out. The only BBC sitcom with more series is Last of the Summer Wine, with 31. So Limac has some catching up to do.
Wow,
31
yeah,
series.
that's a lot.
Can you imagine doing that many episodes of the same show?
No, I just can't imagine what that must be like.
It'll
Wow, it
drive you
must be like
crazy.
Groundhog Day.
Now, let's look at some of the pointless answers for each show, starting with Man Like Mobeen. You could have had Amy Fionn Edwards, Dua Karim, Tolu Ogunmefun. And for Not Going Out, Deborah Grant, Timothy West, and Tony Gardner. For Staffless Flats, Charlie Cooper, Ellie White, Nick Mohammed. And for The Good Life, Charmian May, Moira Fraser, and Reginald Marsh. There's only one other pointless answer here, Tony Selby. For The Royal Family, Doreen Keogh, Liz Smith, Peter Martin, Jeffrey Hughes was another pointless answer, and from the young ones, Dawn French, Jennifer Saunders, and Robbie Coltrane. Well done if you got any of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Phil. That brings us to the end of our second round. It also means we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. It was ironic that Not Going Out was the one you chose as your last answer category, because I'm afraid going out is what you are doing. Alexandra and Benjamin, it's been lovely having you on the show.
We've had a good life here. So.
It's been so much fun.
Bye-bye.
This is your third show, so this really is goodbye. It's been wonderful having you on. Thank you so much for playing. Alexandra and Benjamin, brilliant. But for our two remaining pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Helen and Paul, Teo and Em. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,000. But not for long, because before we play the head-to-head, we have a chance to throw some more money into that jackpot simply by finding a couple of pointless answers. So best of luck. This is just for fun. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many neighbourhoods in New York City as they could, Phil.
Yes, you're going to see 6 options. 4 are neighborhoods in the US city of New York, 2 of which are pointless, and 2 are not neighborhoods in New York City at all. £250 for each pointless answer you find. Good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Can you find the pointless New York neighbourhoods from these 6? Hell's Kitchen, Dumbo, Wester Park, Tang Hall, Flushing, New Dorp. Does anybody know anything?
Yeah,
I think Flushing is Flushing Meadow for the
tennis.
The tennis?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think you're right.
Hell's Kitchen, I guess, must be.
I think Wester
But
Park.
which will be the pointless one of that?
No idea.
Should we
Well,
should we
Helen
go with
and Paul, let's get a nomination from you for a pointless neighbourhood.
I'll go with Flushing.
OK, Flushing. Should we see if Flushing is a pointless neighbourhood in New York? Well, Flushing is a New York neighbourhood, as you knew. And, yeah, scores points. Let's see if we can find a pointless answer. Teo and Em.
I think we're going to go with Wester Park.
Wester Park.
Wester
Should we
Park.
see if Wester Park is a pointless neighbourhood? Oh, no, not Wester Park. I was sure Wester Park was going to be a right answer. There we are.
Yeah, sorry, guys. Wester Park is a neighborhood in Amsterdam, but there's no Wester Park in New York, I'm afraid. Flushing is a neighborhood in Queens. And you were right about Hell's Kitchen. That's a neighborhood in Manhattan, but that would have scored you 3. Any idea what the pointless answers would be?
I like New Dorp.
Yeah, well done. New Dorp is a pointless answer. It's on Staten Island.
I mean, Dumbo is so ridiculous that you wouldn't put it up there as a red herring unless it was real.
Right, well, yeah. Well sussed. That's the other pointless answer. Dumbo stands for Down Under the Manhattan Bridge Overpass, and that's in Brooklyn. And
Nice.
Tang Hall is an area of York, not New York.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Well, bad luck. We didn't find any pointless answers, but it was fun to spend a bit of time in New York in our heads. Let's play the head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. You're now allowed to confer before you give your answers. Best of luck to both pairs. Here is our first question. It is all about dimorphic birds, Phil.
We're going to show you 5 pictures of pairs of birds that exhibit dimorphism. That is, the male and female adults look different from each other. We'll also give you alternate letters of their names. All of the birds may be seen in the wild in the UK. Can you find the most obscure bird?
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our dimorphic birds in pairs. Here they come. We have A, P-E-S-N. B, B-A-K-A. C, C-A-F-N-H. D, R-D-B-C-E-S-R-K. And E, M-N-A-I-D-C. There we are. Now then, Helen and Paul, you get to go first.
Want to know A, C, or E? E. Yeah.
We think we'll go with E, Mandarin duck.
Mandarin duck, say Helen and Paul for E. Now, Teo and M, can you talk us through the rest of that board?
Not greatly. A is pheasant, C is a chaffinch, D would be a red-backed something, but I don't think we can fill in the something. So should we do chaffinch?
We should do chaffinch.
Chaffinch.
You're going to say chaffinch for C. So we have mandarin duck and chaffinch. Helen and Paul went mandarin duck for E. Isn't that just beautiful? Let's see how many of our 100 said mandarin duck. Mandarin duck is absolutely right. Down goes mandarin duck to 33. Meanwhile, Teo and M have gone for chaffinch for C. Should we see how many of our 100 said chaffinch? Chaffinch is right. 71 no for chaffinch. Well done. Helen and Paul, after one question, you're up 1-0.
Yeah, well done, guys. Mandarin duck, native to both China and Japan. And the chaffinch, said to be about 6.2 million chaffinches in the UK. That's a lot of chaffinches.
A lot of chaffinches.
Yeah, you're correct about the pheasant. That would have scored you 78. So that's the highest scoring on the board.
So a D I can do.
D, redback.
Shrike.
Shrike, yeah. Would have scored you 17. And what do you reckon about
I
the,
just don't know.
It's a black cap. Would have scored you 11.
Ah,
Yeah, so there you go.
there we are. Thank you very much indeed. Right, OK, here comes your second question. Teo and M, you've got to win this one to stay in the game. Good luck. Our second question is all about guys. Guys.
Yeah, we're going to give you 5 clues containing the word guy or guys. Please give us your most obscure answer.
Thank you very much indeed. So here are our 5 guy or guys clues. Guy, who was one of London Zoo's most famous residents from 1947 to 1978, belonged to this genus of primate. Motown singer who had a UK top 10 single in 1964 with My Guy. Year in which Guy Fawkes was caught in a cellar beneath the House of Lords with some barrels of gunpowder. Actor who starred as the Cable Guy in the 1996 film of the same name. And surname of Guy, who in 2006 applied for a job at the BBC and ended up live on the news after being mistaken for an IT expert. There we are, Teo and M.
Tell me about
You get to go first.
Motown singer, guy. Yikes. We're going to have to go for the top one.
Yeah.
We're all out of brain power, so we're going to have to go to Guy the Gorilla on the top one.
Guy the Gorilla for the top one. Now then, Helen and Paul, can you talk us through that board?
Struggling a little bit.
Cable guy is Jim Carrey. Which one to go for? I think Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
You're going to go for Jim Carrey. OK, so we have Gorilla and we have Jim Carrey. Teo and M went for Guy the Gorilla. Should we see if that is right? Should we see how many of our 100 said that for London Zoo's most famous resident? Guy the Gorilla is right. 61 for Guy the Gorilla. Meanwhile, Helen and Paul have gone for Jim Carrey, the act from The Cable Guy. Now, let's see how many of our 100 said Jim Carrey. Well, this is going to be close. Oh, Jim Carrey wins. Look at that, 58 for Jim Carrey. And it means Helen and Paul, very well done indeed. After only 2 questions, you are through to the final, 2-0.
Well done, guys. Very close. We just pipped it there. Guy the Gorilla is actually named Guy because he arrived at the zoo on Bonfire Night in 1947. So he's named after Guy Fawkes, which is quite sweet. The rest of the board, any idea?
I mean, everybody knows my guy.
It's Mary Wells. Would have got you 23.
Goodness.
And the year Guy Fawkes was caught, 1605, would have got you 25. But the best answer on the board, I remember when this happened, a national treasure, is Guy Goma. Would have scored you 9.
Wow.
Have you seen that video?
Yeah.
It's good stuff. It's really
absolutely
good stuff.
fantastic.
He does very well, considering.
He really does. Thank you very much indeed, Phil. Well, that brings us to the end of our head-to-head round. The pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round. It's Teo and Em. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it. You've been superstars at various points, but never when it's really counted in the head-to-head. I'm so sorry. It's been lovely having you on the show.
Lovely being here.
Absolutely
Thank
wonderful
you.
answers
It's been
we've had
lovely
from
being
you.
here.
Thank you, Teo and Em. For Helen and Paul, though, it's now time for the Pointless Final. Huge congratulations, Helen and Paul. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless Trophy. You now have a chance to win the Pointless Jackpot on top of that. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,000. The big question is, what do you want to see come up in this last round?
Music.
Sports.
TV,
Countries.
geography.
Yeah, a bit of anything.
A bit of anything. Well, let's see. 4 bits of anything.
Something we know.
Here they come. Today's selection is The Apprentice, the Royal Ascot Gold Cup, The Rock in film, and international food and drink.
We don't watch The Apprentice. We're not big horse racing fans.
Maybe The Rock in films or international food and drink.
Food and drink, I think.
OK, we'll go with international food and drink.
International food and drink. What could possibly go wrong?
Yes, we are looking for any of the countries of origin listed on the Sunday Times Wine Club website as of the end of November 2023. Or we are looking for any of the countries that were represented by exhibitors at the International Food and Drink event held at the Excel Centre in London in March 2022. As always, by country, we mean a sovereign nation that's a member of the UN in its own right.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. If you find 3 pointless answers, we'll throw in a £500 bonus. Are you ready?
OK.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK, well, you like your wine, so...
I'm going Romania, Bulgaria,
Slovenia,
Kenya,
Slovenia
Canada.
as well.
Food event, I think we should go Mauritius.
No, not...
Not going to be there?
No.
Somewhere like South Africa.
Do you think that would be pointless, though?
No.
I think Slovenia's a good one. We use Slovenia for wine.
I like Romania for wine.
OK. Well, Slovenia for wine as well.
Yeah.
Countries represented in the International Food and Drink event?
Morocco. Tunisia. Yeah, somewhere North Africa.
Do you think?
10 seconds left.
Cameroon? Possibly?
That makes sense.
No? OK, what do you want to do then?
OK, that's your time up. Let's have your 3 answers. What can you give me?
Could we go for the wine club, Romania?
Romania.
Slovenia.
Slovenia.
And the food will go Morocco.
Morocco. OK, of those three, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Slovenia.
Slovenia will put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Morocco.
Morocco. And then we put Romania in the middle.
Yes.
So Morocco, Romania, Slovenia. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order. And here they are. We have Morocco, Romania, and Slovenia. Well, one of these could be pointless very easily and might win you £1,000 if it were. What would you like to do with that if you were to win?
Well, we like going on travelling, holidays. So maybe a little trip abroad.
I think so.
I think, yes, and some food and wine needs to feature.
Well, we've got a daughter getting married next year, so, yeah, we're going to have to look at that as well.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there we are. Please can one of these be pointless? It'd be so nice if it were. OK, Morocco is your first answer. In this case, we're looking for countries represented at the International Food and Drink event of 2022. You went for Morocco, your least confident punt at a pointless answer. Let's find out if it's right. Let's find out if it's pointless. Morocco. Oh, no. It wasn't present at the Food and Drink event. We now turn to wine. We're on to the Sunday Times Wine Club list. We're looking for countries that featured on that list for the next two answers. Romania is the one you've gone for next. Should we find out if Romania is right? Should we find out if it's pointless? Romania is right. It just has to go all the way down to zero and you will be leaving here with £1,000. Down we go through the teens and we're into single figures with Romania. Still going down, still going down. You have done it! Look at that, very well done indeed! Huge congratulations. Romania was a pointless answer. You have won today's jackpot of £1,000.
Congrats, guys. Well done. Yep, Romania, a pointless answer. Well done. Slovenia, your third guess, would have been a wrong answer, but who cares? All the Romanian wine won you the jackpot. All right, well, let's have a look at some more of the pointless answers. Starting with the Sunday Times Wine Club list. Some pretty surprising ones here. You could have had Barbados, Croatia, Lebanon, Romania, as you said. The other pointless answers in this category were Czechia, Finland, Ireland, Japan, Mexico, Moldova, and Uruguay. Moving on to international food and drink countries. Some of the pointless answers you could have had: Cyprus, Kenya, St. Lucia, Sri Lanka. There are a lot more pointless answers in this category, including Albania, Bulgaria, Dominican Republic, Egypt, Estonia, Ghana, Jordan, Latvia, Lithuania, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Saudi Arabia, Slovakia, Tunisia, and the United Arab Emirates. Well done if you got any of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Phil. And thanks once again to our winning players, Helen and Paul, who take away today's jackpot of £1,000. Very well done. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Phil.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.